Hey everybody. Hey everybody. Yeah, I got a couple of minutes before I got to go work, and I'm going to the dentist today. Uh, this is could come out. It's been there 40 years, and I've had problems. So anyway, I said World War III update. Let's get to it. All right. First thing that set this off um, was what is it? Alexander Mukuris. Is that the guy's name? He writes for the he works with the Duran, which is I saw him on the Russia Today thing and their commentators, and I get a lot of my information from listening to him. And I've been listening to stuff. He's been talking a lot about the Ukraine and the information about what's going on. I think that Russia is very important. Part of this is based on the fact that I grew up during the Cold War was alive. We were terrified of Russia when we were children. We thought there was going to be an atom bomb. We saw Russians everywhere. It was a very scary thing at that time. And then when I got in my early 30s, Russia fell and they went away, and we didn't talk about them and we didn't know. And now they're back again, being talked about. And in my opinion, they're very important. I mean, they're factually very important. And for the last 4 years or 5 years, we've been told that they interfered with the election. And I'm going to leave that there. I'm not going to say anything. All right. What I'm going to tell you is the facts, as Mr. Mercurius told me, and I did verify part of them. Okay. Mr. Biden won the election. All right. And then there was controversy. People went and the president was impeached again, all this stuff. All right. And us, the people who voted for Mr. Trump, I didn't vote for Mr. Trump. I voted against Biden. And I voted against Hillary. I never voted for Mr. Trump. Never. I voted against Hillary and I voted against Biden because I don't like war and warmongers. I'm against warmongers, people who start wars. And in my perception, Mr. Trump didn't want to start any wars, and he didn't start any wars. Okay. He didn't call Vladimir Putin a killer. He didn't have his staff go over and talk to the biggest economy in the world, China, and tell them all their problems and how they treat their people, blah, blah, blah. He didn't do none of that. Okay. So right now, this is what Mr. Mercurius said. All right. He said there's 200,000 troops on the Ukraine border, that the Ukraine and Russia, Germany, and France are getting together to make a deal, okay, to stop the war, and there's fighting. So that's where we're at. All right. There's not going to be any hanky-panky. All right. That's what we know. We know that the USA is not going to pull out any nukes, is not going to do anything because they blinked. That's what they said. They said also, in additionally, that President Biden phoned President Putin to work something out. Okay. So when Putin was given the choice about what this does, he drew a line in the sand. He said, we're not going to give up the Ukraine. The people who were there was a coup d'etat in the Ukraine, sponsored by certain people. And most of the people in Ukraine didn't care. There were places that were that had highly Russia, and they voted by a mandate, by the will of the people, to go back to Russia, and that's what they did. Okay, and Russia's standing by all that. They're not trying to go in and take over Ukraine. They're not going to give up their people and let their people be slaughtered. Okay, there's already been people killed. They don't want to do it anymore. Okay, so that's where we're at. There's not going to be anything. This is going to move along, but Russia is becoming stronger. China's becoming stronger. Russia's about to start selling Germany natural gas, and Germany and China are talking, and that's Eurasia. And there's trains going from Eurasia to from Beijing, that's going to be going all the way to Berlin and Paris, and it's going to be cheaper than a pipeline. What they're doing, or cheaper than a ship. So they're going to cut out America. Okay, so we need to come home and work on us and get out from under there. Whatever their bases were before, I don't care anymore. It's over. Let's move on. All right. Out.